Oh, I got some chips, y'all. It's a good time to eat it. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm. No, on stone. On Uh-huh. Urga. I'm fucked up. Let's go back in there, yo. Back in my hands. That shit was slamming. That shit was slamming. Yo, let me tell you something about gaming, yo. You gotta work out a lot. This gaming is about food, gaming, food, game. You gotta train your ass for this shit. That shit ain't easy. That's something to dry my hands, yo. Turn off my air conditioner, y'all. You can't leave it on all day. I gotta clean it too. I'm cool in the house. Not too hot. It's not hot like fucking Arizona, California, Mexico. I don't got that type of heat. But it's getting there. What's up? Waiting for those bitch ass motherfuckers to come.
It scans and detects threats, alerting you to thousands of dangerous emails. Beyond that, it includes a robust antivirus software to shield your devices from viruses, malware, and tracking by ads, bots, or third parties. Finally, with Surfshark VPN, a single subscription covers not just you, but also your friends or even your entire city if you want it. Go to our link surfshark.com/AITeller. By buying through the promo link, you will get 4 extra months free, assured by a 30-day money-back guarantee. But Iran wasn't about to let the destruction of their drone site go unanswered. And even though the U.S. strike on Bandar Abbas was devastating, Iran still had roughly 30 to 40% of their missile launchers completely intact.
Yeah, bitch ass
So how
motherfuckers.
do you get back at the most powerful military on Earth? Why do you target their allies? Specifically, the U.S. Air Base in Kuwait. This wasn't just a random attack. It was a massive show of force to prove to the world that despite taking a heavy beating, Iran still has plenty of fighting power left. Iran's military strategy for targeting U.S. air bases in the Middle East would likely rely on a coordinated, multi-domain approach. By combining its missile arsenal, drone capabilities, and proxy forces, Iran aims to overwhelm American defenses and inflict significant damage.
Hardcore demolition.
Among the high-value targets, Iran would likely prioritize the Al Udeid Air Base in Qatar, naval support activity, and as in Bahrain, multiple U.S. military bases in Iraq and Al Dhafar Air Base in the United Arab Emirates. This approach reflects Tehran's broader strategic objectives: deterring U.S. military intervention, retaliating decisively in the event of conflict, and asserting influence across the region. One of the most probable targets in a direct confrontation is Al Udeid Air Base in Qatar. As the largest U.S. military installation in the Middle East, it hosts around 8,000 American troops and serves as the regional headquarters for U.S. Central Command.
Oh, come on.
Enemy spy plane inbound.
It is a central pillar of the U.S. military presence in the Gulf. To strike Al Udeid and similar bases, Iran could deploy ballistic missiles, B-10, which has a range of about 300 kilometers, or the Kieran-1, capable of reaching up to 800 kilometers.
Enemy hard inbound.
If it uses a proximity fuse, it may detonate just above the surface, airburst, maximize strike radiation, and increase the affected area. We make original videos from scratch,
Oh,
The world watched as the
motherfucking
skies
God.
over Iran became the ultimate proving ground of the most
Ah,
controversial aircraft in American military history. The Lockheed Martin F-35 Lightning.
fucking bitch.
The label displayed a $1 trillion failure that got too heavy, too slow,
Oh, pick that up, y'all.
and far too compact. American enemies built entire defense networks on the assumption that the F-35 would never truly live up to its hype. Then the war in Iran began, and the F-35
Motherfuckers up. Ah, come on, throw that shit, man.
Lightning II completely rewrote the rules of aerial engagement. It achieved silent air-to-air kills, it intercepted a drone over the ocean, it even survived a direct surface-to-air missile hit that would have taken out other jets. It should have silenced its doubters once and for all.
Oh, lift that up. Huh?
Hostile spy plane established.
So, oh, underneath the bridge. Fucker. Oh, man, give me that shit, man. Ah. Ah. Yeah, bitch, I got you. Come on. Ah, in the spawn. Come on, lift up that gun, man. Ah.
The United States built a next-generation killing machine to ensure the dogfight never actually happened.
The fuck is that? Lift up the gun.
Proven exactly how lethal this machine really is.
Yeah, you should. Underneath the bridge. Come on, lift that motherfucker up. Come on. Come on, lift up that fucker. Bitch. Hit him, y'all. Come on. Fuck these motherfuckers up, y'all. Shit, y'all. That's fucking luck, yo. Look at this 451.
That nigga over there with 200 points looking terrible.
4-51, man.
All right, yo, listen. I didn't know if the first guy was talking about me or the second one is talking about me. Fuck y'all niggas, yo. I'm not impressed. Y'all niggas is my dick sucking motherfucking hoes, nigga. Shut the fuck up.
Hey, yo, what?
Suck my dick. Suck my dick.
That's a weird insult, bro.
Shut the fuck up. I'ma fuck you up, man.
Yeah, that was weird as hell.
I'ma fuck you up. I'll make you remember me, man. I'm bust these niggas' asses, bro.
All y'all gotta do is stay in the spawn and get y'all some kills. Don't plant no bombs. They're gonna try to give y'all one, don't plant it. Get y'all some kills. Just hide.
There you go. Bitch.
Bad teammate.
Bust their ass. Ooh. Ah, come on. Oh, in front of the fucking Jeep, yo. It's in front of the green Jeep on A.
With tear or less advanced plane apart. When the F-35 took shrapnel, its digital flight control computers activated. They instantly compensate for the physical damage, bypassing damaged components and making the necessary
Oh, good shot.
to keep a physical compromised plane. Warning sirens ring out in the cockpit as the jet bleeds. Its self-advantage is gone. The pilot remains in his seat and is able to dive the crippled jet back to base.
Fucking pitch.
Iran immediately claimed they have shot down an American stealth fighter. This was
Come on, man. Fucking kill him.
all being blown out of the air. The F-35 was damaged, but not eliminated. It remained intact and controllable, and it made a safe landing so it could be repaired.
Ah, we gotta get that shit now. Oh, they in the tunnel in front of our spots. Gotta go now.
Massive propaganda victory, the US military had proved that the F-35 could survive some of the worst that Iran could muster and still make it back to base.
Let's rush that motherfucker.
It was time for the US to take a step back and consider the bigger picture. Its commanders had seen the extraordinary effectiveness of these fighters through
I got it. I got him coming. Coming in, FaZe.
that Iran was at the very
I got it, FaZe. I'm on there. I'm on there. I need help. Front of the Jeep. Front of the Jeep. Everybody underneath the bridge. Go.
didn't want to see any more of these assets needlessly damaged or destroyed. Iran had changed the
We underneath the bridge. Here we go.
So by early April, the F-35 transitioned into its deadly role. The F-35 wasn't
Underneath the bridge. Go, go.
dropping bombs. It's a forward sensor, the ability to obtain extraordinary amounts of data far beyond the capacities of conventional or previous generation aircraft. US commanders knew that even if it isn't dealing damage directly, the F-35 can still be the key that unlocks America's next moves. The invaluable information station stealthily supplying a stream of real-time data to allied units from behind enemy lines. The F-35 was now
Ah.
providing the intel that other aircraft and missile launch teams need to take out their targets one by one.
It only takes one person, man. Y'all not good.
Man, we need a rematch. That's what we need. We need a rematch. I want a rematch.
It was literally just 6v1.
I want a rematch.
Yeah, but just tell them to play clean, man.
Constantly scanning the surrounding land and sky for miles around, ready and waiting to act at the first sign of danger. Then along comes
That nigga fucked him up, yo.
approximately 1,200 miles
Hey,
per
you
hour.
gotta get Holy as a friend, nigga.
Into enemy airspace, seeking out and pinpointing the exact locations of the enemy's air defense systems and feeding that data back to the rest of the force. It's not there to destroy the
Smack
launchers on
that
its own.
nigga, you know.
If a pilot opens his internal weapons base to drop a bomb, it momentarily ruins the stealth profile of the aircraft. The Iranian radars could detect the anomaly and launch their missiles. A smart hunter never exposes himself if he can get someone else to pull the trigger. And the F-35 doesn't need to stay in the area for long. Its own radars and avionics.
Oh, you got a cook.
Oh,
Okay.
clear map of the Iranian air defense envelope. After mapping emitters and identifying launch locations, the F-35's work would effectively be done. It could swiftly retreat to a safe distance while the shooters outside of the danger zone take over. That could mean Tomahawk missile launchers, standoff air launch weapons, electronic warfare, decoys, or a combination of all of the above. The F-35 has given the data, and it's up to the rest of the force to act on that data to eliminate the threat. This is how you break the kind of complex surface-to-air missile networks that countries like Iran spend
That's just
generations
funny, nigga.
piecing together. It's not through a head-on charge or attempting to overwhelm the opposition and accepting some losses along the way. It's through data and by painting targets onto those SAM sites. Its stealth technologies allow it to get closer than any other aircraft feasibly could without being detected and shot down in a matter of minutes. Its sensors can see and map the landscape with peerless accuracy. Its communications systems let it share everything it finds with other aircraft, tanks, ships, and other units. And its clever, intuitive, forward-thinking design means that the pilot isn't drowning in data the entire time.
I hate that sandwich, man. This was fucking slamming, bro.
They need to get in and out safely and swiftly. This was one of the biggest oversights F-35 critics made when they were attempting to break down this program. They thought the F-35 had to be a world-leading dogfighter to justify its lofty price tag. But today's battlefields have moved on. The skies are no longer controlled by whichever aircraft can make the sharpest turns or the fastest evasive aerial maneuvers. They reward whichever system can get the right data at the right times and use it in the right ways to gain the edge on their adversary. That's what the F-35 was built for, and the war in Iran has proven just how perfectly constructed it was for the task. The world didn't have to wait until late March to see the F-35's flexibility in action. There was evidence this jet was so much more than a simple dogfighter before the war had even begun. February 3rd. A Nimitz-class aircraft carrier, the USS Abraham Lincoln, glides through the waters of the Arabian Sea. The surrounding waters are quiet, but the carrier is buzzing with activity. Something has been spotted on the Abraham Lincoln's radar screens, an Iranian Shahed 139 drone, and it was headed straight for the carrier's strike group. Similar in style to the US's own MQ-1 Predator, this isn't a cheap one-way kamikaze toy. It's a medium-altitude, long-range reconnaissance and strike platform designed to loiter, drop its own precision-guided
Waiting for the
munitions,
gang, yo. Where they at, man?
or Cayenne glide
1,
bombs
2,
to
3,
annihilate
4,
high-value
5, 6.
targets and then
The
retreat
niggas
back to
balanced.
base. With a reported range of over 1,200 miles and a flight endurance of up to
That's
24
good,
hours,
Fezzy.
the
Hold
Shahed 139 is a it's headed straight for an American aircraft
Oh,
carrier
niggas
with several
balanced.
thousand
Oh,
personnel
wobble.
and billions of dollars in military assets on board. In the past, the Navy
Sometimes you gotta do that to
destroys
people.
Aegis combat system to spot the threat, praying they could eliminate it in the final frantic
Freedom.
second before impact. Or they could scramble a
Justice.
legacy FA-18 Hornet for a
Order.
high-stress, close-range intercept. But now, there's another option. The USS Abraham Lincoln launches a Marine Corps F-35C into the air. This is the carrier variant of the F-35, featuring larger wings and heavier landing gear. Thanks to its own onboard distributed aperture system, or DAS, and powerful radar technologies, the F-35 doesn't need to rely on the carrier to provide any tracking data. It can detect, track, and engage airborne threats with a level of situational awareness older carrier aircraft were never able to provide. The Shahed 139 has a peak speed of approximately 137 miles per hour, which means it could make contact with the carrier in a matter of minutes. There's no time to waste. Every second the drone remains in the air is one step closer to the strike group, one step closer to becoming a real operational threat, and one step closer to forcing a much more dangerous response. But it never gets that chance. The F-35 reaches firing position, the pilot commits, and in a flash, the intercept is over. The blip on the radar screen vanishes. The threat is gone before the drone ever sees the supercarrier's wake.
Fuck is they taking so long, man? In no other fucking lobby.
Exactly why the decade-old criticisms of the F-35 completely fall flat. The critics judged the aircraft by outdated standards. They based their beliefs on dogfighting rules that simply no longer apply. Over land, it can delve into enemy airspace and break down air defense networks one piece at a time. In the air, it has already claimed a historic first victory against a manned aircraft, with more shortly to follow. And it does it all while remaining not just one of the most advanced aircraft in existence today, but one of the most survivable as well. Even after enduring a direct missile strike from a ground-based system, it proved more than capable of holding itself together for the flight back to base and a safe emergency landing procedure. The F-35 was never made to be just another turning jet. It was built to connect the entire battle space. It sees through the fog of war, acting as the stealthy, all-seeing eye of the American strike package. Iran had spent years preparing for threats it thought it understood, but now it's about who sees first, who understands first, who reacts first, and who kills first. That is the world the F-35 was built for, and the results are clear to see. For another example of how America and Israel's aerial dominance paved the way for perhaps the most critical moment of the entire conflict, watch the next video about how Allied forces eliminated the Ayatollah and decapitated the Iranian regime in a single, devastating attack. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next battlefield.
Come on.
I'm not sure we've even scratched the surface yet of what this
Come
airplane
on.
operating another F-35 is going to be able to do.
Oh, start over.
F-35B is arguably the most advanced plane ever made. A jack of all trades, a stealth fighter plane, combining and improving on the
Oh, niggas
capabilities
ran,
of the
bro.
F-16